One family secretly shaped our modern world. For nearly 2 centuries, the Rothschild name has echoed through the corridors of power. From humble beginnings to unimaginable wealth, their story intertwines with wars, revolutions, and the birth of modern finance. But where myth ends and truth begins remains blurred. In the cramped Jewish ghetto of 18th century Frankfurt, Mayer Amschel Rothschild began as a simple coin dealer. Born in 1744, this ambitious merchant gradually built connections with German nobility, eventually becoming financial advisor to Wilhelm IX, Landgrave of Hesse-Kassel. This relationship would change everything. Mayer's genius wasn't just in banking, it was in his children. He sent his 5 sons to establish banks in 5 European financial centers: Amschel in Frankfurt, Salomon in Vienna, Nathan in London, Carl in Naples, and James in Paris. This unprecedented network allowed the family to transfer money across war-torn Europe when others couldn't. Nathan, perhaps the shrewdest of the brothers, arrived in England with limited capital but boundless ambition. During the Napoleonic Wars, he devised a system to smuggle gold through blockaded Europe to finance Wellington's armies. After Wellington's victory at Waterloo in 1815, Nathan's early knowledge of the outcome allowed him to make a fortune on the London Stock Exchange, though tales of his deliberate market manipulation are likely exaggerated. By the 1820s, the Rothschilds had become Europe's most powerful banking family. They financed governments, funded railways across continents, and financed crucial infrastructure. Their loans rebuilt Paris, constructed Vienna's railways, and supported the newly independent nations of Latin America. The family's unprecedented wealth and Jewish heritage made them targets for conspiracy theories that persist today. Claims about controlling world governments or orchestrating wars for profit have no historical basis. These myths stem from anti-Semitism rather than facts. The truth is impressive enough. They were brilliant bankers who seized opportunities in unstable times. Their influence peaked in the 19th century when they could genuinely influence government policy through financial leverage. Baron James de Rothschild in Paris was so powerful that King Louis Philippe reportedly said, "There are 3 powers in France: the throne, the chamber, and the House of Rothschild." The 20th century brought challenges that diminished their centralized power. World War I fragmented their cross-border operations. Then came the Nazi era, when the Austrian and French branches had their assets seized. Family members fled persecution, and their continental holdings were devastated. After World War II, the family rebuilt, but never regained their former dominance. Banking regulations, competition from corporate banks, and the family's diversification into other ventures transformed their business model. Today's Rothschilds operate successful but relatively modest investment banks compared to giants like Goldman Sachs or JP Chase. Modern Rothschild enterprises include N.M. Rothschild & Sons in London and Edmond de Rothschild Group in Geneva. They've diversified into wine production with prestigious vineyards like Chateau Lafite Rothschild, mining, energy investments, and real estate. The family maintains significant philanthropic foundations supporting the arts, science, and education. What's their actual wealth today? Estimates range from $400 billion to several trillion dollars, but these higher figures are speculative and unlikely. The family fortune has been divided among hundreds of descendants across 7 generations. While still extremely wealthy, individual family members don't dominate global wealth lists. Their true legacy isn't conspiracy or shadowy control. It's innovation. The Rothschilds pioneered international banking, created the modern bond market, and developed financial instruments we still use. They established banking practices that became industry standards and demonstrated how private capital could fund public projects. From a coin shop in Frankfurt to financing empires, the Rothschild story represents extraordinary social mobility and business acumen. Their rise wasn't due to conspiracy but to intelligence, timing, and an unmatched family network that operated when communication was measured in weeks, not milliseconds. The Rothschilds didn't control the world. They simply understood it better than most. And in that understanding lies the true fascination of their remarkable story. Share your thoughts below.